Hey everybody, this is Cody Bateman. Welcome to our weekly relationship marketing show. We've got an exciting guest on our show here for you today. We're going to get started here in just a minute. As people come on, just say hello to us and welcome all of you as you start getting on this Facebook Live. God, I love this Zoom format. It's incredible because it enables you to be able to see the people that we're interviewing and the real live stories that are coming out from all over the world. Linda, our guest today, is from Toronto, Canada, and we're real excited. She's in the mortgage business. So if you're in the mortgage business or know someone in the mortgage business, you want to get them on this show, because I'll tell you, in our pre-show, she shared some really exciting things about what they're doing with our system here. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. Again, my name is Cody Bateman. This is our Relationship Marketing Weekly show. We have a relationship marketing system that has sent out over 160 million greeting cards, about 10 million gifts over the last several years, generated enormous hundreds of millions of dollars in results for companies from a wide variety of industries around the world. Today, our focus is on the mortgage industry. We have a very, very special guest with us today. Now, this young lady, Linda Walters, she's like a rock star in her profession. Like she's really successful at what she does. She's a mortgage broker and team leader out of Toronto, Canada. Welcome to our show, Linda.
Hey, Cody. Thanks so much for having me on.
Great to have you with us. I want to jump right in and get started. First of all, Linda, most people listening, we might have a lot of mortgage brokers on here, but a lot of people listening are on the receiving end of the mortgage. You know, we close on a home or whatever. So a lot of times we don't fully understand what you do in your business. Could you just tell us a little bit about what you do and what your responsibilities are at your office?
Perfect. Yeah. So as you mentioned, I'm a team leader. So I do have a team of agents, and I recruit them. I train them to go through the process from beginning to end, that first meeting till when they purchase their home until closing. And now, thankfully, I've shared this system with them too.
Yeah, well, that's great. I know it's got to be a daunting task to train. All I know is when I've closed on a home, there's like 45 pages of stuff you got, and I have no idea how you know what all that stuff is, but I guess smart people do mortgages. But so you train people how to do that. It's a big responsibility. You do some recruiting, retaining, those kinds of things. You know, in the headline prior to this show, people learned that you implemented our relationship marketing system with your team, and within a year increased your team's business by over 71%, which is phenomenal. But in our pre-show, you and I were talking a little bit, and you actually explained to me that the year prior to doing this, you actually tested this service yourself on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just share with us a little bit about what you did during that year and what the results were?
Okay, great. Absolutely. So I was so excited to see a system like this that I did jump right in, threw my database in there. I sent a lot of heartfelt cards thanking people for already, over the years that have been working with me. And basically, leaders go first. So I just wanted to make sure this was the good thing, and it worked as well as I was told it would. And the fact that my daughter can do it and I can do it. I mean, she's 8. So, the fact that I'm not techie, and I thought, okay, if I can do this, then I'll share it with the team. And so in my first year, I basically, like I said, went to town and sent out those heartfelt cards. And after the year was over, I always, when I do my business planning, look at where my business came from. And so what I found was there was 4 particular cards that I had sent out to some realtors referral sources that ended up equaling to $30,000 of my income that year.
No, wait a minute. Okay, now hang on. I gotta make sure we get this. Cards, greeting cards, real physical greeting cards, comes off of a system, takes you probably less than a minute to do it. And you're telling us that there's 4 cards that generated $30,000 in business. What I love about you, Linda, is that you're so analytical that you gauge all this and you track it all. And, and there's a lot of people that really want, a lot of what people want to know is what is the return on investment with any system. And so the fact that you're saying 4 heartfelt, real physical greeting cards show up in mail, turn in $30,000 in business. Do you have a sample of any of those cards? Can you show us any of those types of cards that you send out?
Absolutely. So there's my team. I don't know if you can see that there.
Yep.
And thank you on the front, and on the inside, I just say, thank you for your business. And I have one for thank you for the referrals, obviously, for my referral partners. I add some gifts too, obviously, depending, but that was certainly one of my cards. Yeah.
So the system what kind of gifts do you send?
Well, to be honest, I love sending gifts, and we have these great crates that you can pack full of stuff. And so if you really want to make an impression, which I always do, when I send to a realtor's office, I send the crate full of stuff that I know they're going to share in the office. And I've had it happen before where someone in my office in that office received it. And then within a week or two, I get a call from another realtor in the office that says, hey, Jack says you're the go-to girl for my mortgages. And they had some of the brownies and toffees I sent the week before. So it just makes a great impression and a buzz in the office, plus a personalized, customized card with photos. I mean, it's brilliant.
Okay, so you actually have 2 referral sources then. I don't know if everybody caught that or not. You have 2 referral sources. You actually send follow-up cards out to realtors who brought you business. And you also send follow-up cards and gifts out to individuals that closed on homes through you. Is that right? Those are the 2 referral sources.
Absolutely. And so I believe in paying it forward to the clients and the couples and the families that I am working with to give them the financial solutions. And I always pay it back where it came from, because I believe that, what goes around comes around. And I think it's the best way to deepen the relationship.
So of the 4 cards that generated $30,000 in business, how much did you spend on that? How much did you just guesstimate? What did you spend?
Well, let me
might have had the gift or something, but what did you spend?
My calculator, because it's pretty tough to add up 4 cards at $2 a piece.
So in the case of that 30,000, there wasn't necessarily a gift attached to those. It was just the actual greeting cards.
That's right.
But you find too, and I'm sure you have other stories, time won't allow us to go into that, but when you send that big basket or whatever of gifts, and not you're sending it to one realtor in an office, but like you said, it gets passed around to everybody, which turns into to additional business for you, which is phenomenal. So man, great story, incredible. Now, so the second year, so you said, wow, this is really cool, it's successful, it works. Now you're going to take it to your team. So the next year you take it to your team, and within 12 months, that team increased business by 71%. Now, people, I hope y'all can understand 71% increase in business in 1 year. I don't care what business you're in. That's enormous. That's almost doubling your business in a year. And you attribute the majority of that to this relationship marketing system. Is that right?
Absolutely. When I see that something like this works, so again, that first year it was just me, and I stopped any other marketing I was doing, which was some flyers and, some email campaigns and things like that, which is still okay. But I really wanted to put all of this forward to my team and implement it with them so that they could get the same results. And so I showed them my cards. I've shown them how to use the system. And like I said, when we were at our annual convention, our president introduced my team to say, you guys got to check out what Linda Walters' team is doing, because they've increased their sales by 71% last year.
It's phenomenal. Yeah. So, now you mentioned too in our little pre-call, you mentioned that you do what we call drip campaigns. We teach a concept called drip campaigns, and our system allows you to drip cards or messages onto your database of people. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how that works?
Perfect. So basically, I have a 4 card campaign that I think works. And so it's a nice to meet you when I first met a couple or a family. Then, when we have done the transaction, they get another card that says, "Thank you for the business and the opportunity to work with you." They also then, the third card is a 1 year anniversary of their home. And then the last card is always just a keep in touch, just thinking about you and your family, and I hope all is well. So those are 4 cards that I constantly have running.
And so, and you've taught your team members to do the same. So most of all your team members actually pretty much do the same thing. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. We share ideas, and yeah.
And you're telling us that this process increased the team's business by 71%.
That's what I'm telling you.
And you got rid of all your other advertising and marketing efforts.
I don't do anything else. No, absolutely not. Nothing else.
Wow. Isn't that incredible? Relationship marketing at its very best, my friends. Linda Walters, she's a superstar. It's so great to have you on the call. Do you have any final words of words of wisdom for us as we exit off today?
You know what, Cody? Thanks for asking me that, because there's one thing that I know every single mortgage broker, realtor, business owner loses sleep at night because they don't know where the next deal is coming. They don't know, what that pipeline is. They haven't heard from someone. They didn't get the job or that kind of thing. And so this is the cure to that, because this has given me a steady flow of business. I sleep better. I'm a better business owner. And I just think that if you get a system that works for you and resonates with you, and you want to show appreciation and gratitude, it will come back to you. And I do say this, I will say it today: if you send it out in slices, it will come back in loaves. And that has happened.
I love it. I can see the quotes all over Facebook now. Linda Walters, if you send it out in slices, it comes back in loaves. That is a great quote from Linda Walters. Thank you so much for being on the call.
Thank you.
There's a reason why we do what we do. A lot of times people ask you, why to send out cards, do what we do, or why do you do what you do? And it's kind of the why behind everything. In our relationship marketing system, the why behind it is really simple. We're basically just teaching people how to be nice to each other. That's what we do all over the world. And we believe that we can change the world doing it. So there's a deeper meaning to this. Yes, it will generate more business for you. Yes, it will do incredible things for your marketing system. But make no mistake, the bigger cause here is that we're being nice to people, and the world needs that. I truly believe that we together as a group of people that are using this system, we're bringing the human race together. We're bringing us together in kindness. And that's a great thing to be a part of. I mean, it just feels good to be a part of that process. And all your business stuff kind of takes care of itself. Linda, by the way, is a great example of that. I know that she uses this in her business and in her personal life. I've actually received cards from Linda before that really made me feel good, that made my family feel good. I want to thank you for that, Linda. And that's what this whole thing's about. So we're going to sign off today. Hope you all enjoyed the show. We'll see you next week. Take care, everybody.
Thank you.